Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's another C, Boogie. Y'all know the rest. Hey, I want to salute y'all for subscribing to the channel. And I want to thank y'all for liking the videos. And shout out to the Dime getting the vision. Let's rock and roll, man. Women don't have a disdain for average men. You know, I've heard this said quite a few times online. And I was trying to break it down, and the general consensus of when guys say average, they really talking about their income. You know what I'm saying? That's what I picked up on. You know, they talking about their income. And the reality of that is, I mean, the majority of the country makes less than average income, you know, about $40,000 a year. You know, I think the median wage is like $38,000, $39,000, something like that. So if you think about it along the numbers, you know, if the majority of the country makes that amount of money, then it can't be the fact that women have a disdain for average men. You know, if we talking about salary. Dog, women don't like men that they not attracted to. You know, and I know it sounds basic, but it is what it is. I think a lot of times we tippy-toe around this subject for the obvious reasons. I mean, I know why, but a woman, from my experience, not all women, of course, but a woman will go down a couple pegs, not too many, but a woman will go down a peg or two on lifestyle for a man that she is physically attracted to. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is what it is. You know, because the thing about it is this. When it comes to a man that can provide a lifestyle that a woman is on the fence about, you know, as far as the physical attraction, then, you know, everything is going to be like a job to her. Everything is going to be like a chore to her. You know, and over time, that's going to take a toll on that woman. You know, this isn't the 1950s where women couldn't file for divorce. You know what I'm saying? And I always find it funny because a lot of people like to talk about the marriage rates back in the day as if women had the option to file for divorce. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say back in the 1930s and the 40s that women wouldn't have filed for divorce? We don't know. They didn't have the option. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to lifestyle, when a woman is on the fence about, opposed to a man that it's a definite, you know what I mean? Like, she's in it to win it with that man. The attraction is there. The chemistry is there. You know, a lot of women will go down a peg or two. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, so I disagree with that statement on a wholesale basis. You know, there are women out there that may not like average men, especially women in their prime. I did a video about this yesterday. You know, a female in her prime, her options are almost limitless. You know, a nice looking woman. So we already understand that. But, you know, here's the thing that fellas got to understand. You know, you got to watch your bait. You know, understand the bait that you have out here when you're looking for women. And a lot of times it comes down to that. You know, the bait just is not what the women want, man. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, a lot of dudes can make a tweak here, a small tweak there, you know, to change the outcome of their dating life. Now, some guys are going to have to go hardcore self-improvement, lock in for about a year, maybe even more. You know, whether you got to do a weight loss transformation, you may want to pack on muscle, you may want to get your money right, all of the above. You know, and to me, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go out fishing, if you're going to be at the pond all day, you want a hot sun, mosquitoes out there, all kind of bugs. You're going to be at the pond all day, you better have the right bait. I sure would hate for you to be out there and you don't come back with nothing. You don't come back with no lake trout, no bass, no red snapper, no croaker, no nothing. You know, make sure your bait is right. You know, and most of the time is the simple things, right? Hygiene, you know, your grooming, your maintenance, you know, stuff like that. Making sure you're clean. You know, every man could make sure his face is clean, you know, his lineup is tight, you know, his teeth is clean, his teeth is white. You know, control the things that you can control. You know, that's what I believe in. A man can't do anything about his height, stuff like that. You know, totally understandable, man. You know, ain't nobody tripping on that. But the things that you can control, maximize it. Straight up. I don't see what the issue is, man. You know, and I would tell the same thing to a woman. You know, if a woman is not getting attention from a man that she desires, well, she got to check her bait. You know, you offering something that the men just quite frankly don't want. You know, and you can't make anybody accept what you offering. You may be okay with it, and that's fine, but you can't force that on anybody else, man. You know, that's almost a pet peeve of mine too, man, to be honest. You know, y'all know how a lot of fellas say that women have a take me as I am mentality, which a lot of women do have it. Well, a lot of dudes have it too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's like, dog, you may be the nicest guy in the world, but you can't make anybody become attracted to you. You know what I mean? That's an organic process right there. And it all starts with the bait, man. You know, average guys, I mean, come on, man. Women don't have a disdain for average. I'm talking about on a wholesale basis. Women don't have a disdain for average guys if we talking about salary. You know, we've seen the things that women will do for a man that they attracted to. Miss me with that. Miss me with that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I would tell any man to put yourself in the best position as possible to maximize your experience with the woman. You know, and that's another reason why a lot of guys are frustrated, because they only being tolerated by women. You know, they not getting the French toast. You know, they not getting all the French benefits that comes along with dealing with a woman. You know, and this is why they talk the way they talk. They not accustomed to anything more. And, you know, that's understandable. But once again, like I always say, once you get the French toast, you ain't going back to the regular degular. It's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen. So put yourself in a position to get what you want. You know, that's it. That's it. Would you show up for a job interview unprepared? That's the question. Would you show up for your first day of work unprepared? Your first day of school unprepared? You know, you're setting the tone for the rest of your time in that place. Nah, man, you want to show up squared away. You know, and it's the same thing with women, man. You dig? Although there's so many nuances and details that I cannot fit in a 12 or 13 minute video, or even less time than that, to even speak on. You know, I can only really hit surface level. You know, but there's a lane out there for everybody. You know what I mean? Somebody like somebody. You know what I mean? I'm highly certain of that. You know, but we live in a society where everybody wants what they want. You know, everybody feel that they can do better, and that's fine too. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. All I'm saying is make sure you out there fishing with the right bait. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you out there and you 100% on your game so you can get what you want. That's all I'm saying. You know, even as far as the money thing, I mean, look, man, you should always want to make more money. You know, you should always be striving for success. You know, that should be a personal goal for any man. You dig? Flat out, man. And that's with or without a woman on your arm. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need for me to even get into that too tough. You know, that should be a prerequisite for a man. But going back to what I said in the beginning of the video, I don't think women on a wholesale basis have a disdain for average men. I don't believe that, man. You know, it may seem that way if you're getting all your cues from social media. If that's the case, then I get it. A lot of times I get on social media, you know, all the women look the same. They all got the same clothes on. They all got the same hair. They all got the same handbag. You know, they all take the same poses. They all eat at the same restaurants. And that lets me know that y'all looking for the same men. But that's just social media, man. The average woman is waking up in the morning, getting up and going to work or going to school, you know, or going to school in the morning, going to work in the evening. You dig what I'm saying? She don't even have time to be on social media like that. You know what I'm saying? The average woman only has access to the men in her proximity. You know, the boys at the school, the boys at the job. You know? And that's what guys got to realize, man. Straight up. It's what I see. Real talk. The guys in the local neighborhood, the guys at the gym, the guys at the supermarket. Open up your mouth and talk to them. I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's my personal opinion, man. The average woman is not spending all of her time on social media. She spends some time, but not all of it. And if you're dealing with a woman that spends all her time on social media, then I would say you better think twice about that female. Square business. And I'm going to stop this video here. Shout out to the Dime Getting the Vision. Peace.